So it looks like here, Caitlin Clark acknowledges her privilege and speaks on black women building up the WNBA, but it looks like people ain't accepting that. Some people saying, one side saying that she's basically
Well, yeah, a lot
glazed.
of people saying that she's like glazing and like being woke.
Yes, that's the
And
word.
then yeah, so like she's getting hate, and then the other side is saying that she's pandering and being fake.
Yeah, and other people saying
So
like she's doing the right thing. She's respecting the forefathers. But we gotta play the video
yeah,
here. Then we're gonna come back and let you know why too, since this is crazy. Cheryl Swoops, you disrespectful.
Why couldn't they have put the whole WNBA on that cover and said the WNBA is the league of the year because of all the talent that we have?
I'm curious to know who the other candidates were, but the fact that that's the very first WNBA player to ever win Time Magazine Athlete of the Year is pretty special.
So after being named Time's Athlete of the Year, Caitlin Clark apologized for her white privilege and says the WNBA is built on black players.
It's great that she said that, but then the real honorable thing is don't take the award. Give the award to the person you believe deserve it.
I feel really bad because I've seen so many players of color that are equally as talented, and they never got the recognition.
I want to know who had a better year than her. I think what she done was sensational. I think that she's getting backlash because she's white in a black person's sport, my personal opinion.
I mean, and I feel like
getting the Luka Doncic treatment.
I mean, basically, like I feel like Cameron said, man, she's white, she's balling in a black person's sport. Like McCole said, I mean, on one side, people are saying she's pandering, she's trying to save her endorsements. That's what she's being positive. And the other side saying, like, why you being positive? Like, you see what they doing? They poking her in the eye, they pushing her down hard for no apparent reason. Even if off of free throw shots, they running straight at her and just like pushing a flagrant fouling.
I saw someone else getting all killed for being super sinister. I forget, it was on one news channel, and he was like, why is she Athlete of the Year? The league still lost like 40 million.
Yeah.
Or like 20 million. They're like, oh, because it used to lose like 35 million and now it only lost 20 million this year. You're supposed to celebrate. So, I mean, that's kind of being a jerk move. You know, the WNBA hasn't really been in a position to make money like that where they can pay for themselves yet. They're still, you know, funded by the NBA.
But it makes sense.
You know, the NBA pays for them even though they do lose money every year. But she's making a dent, and you can't climb that hill without at least starting to walk up the hill. So, you know, it's a move in the right direction. But I don't know. I feel like do you think that she's just hoping she doesn't get flagranted as much by saying this?
Nah, she's still gonna get flagranted as much because I mean, it looks like
Carrington's still coming for that.
Carrington's still coming. People don't care. People feel like she's pandering, but I mean, I gotta understand what people talking about. How like, oh yeah, the WNBA wasn't making any money, so how do you praise somebody that didn't make any money? Like, yeah, lost more money than ever. I'm the one that basically brought in the revenue. This is the most. Basically,
yeah, but I think it's just like it's the most eyeballs it's ever had.
It is.
So even though they're saying you know, like monetarily, like it's losing money, that it's still getting, you know, breaking records for what it's been in the past.
So of who?
They're saying like not everything's about money, but if you want to talk about someone, the biggest jump that we've seen in one sport, that's why they're giving it to Caitlin Clark, because she had brought all the eyes to college basketball and then took all those eyes to the WNBA when she went pro. I mean, she's probably like the best women's college basketball player of all time. But you also got to say, she technically, she didn't win.
She didn't win.
She kept on losing.
She didn't pass
in the semifinal or final. So she really didn't accomplish anything as far as like winning the title. She accomplished all individual
basic
goals.
Individual goals. I don't think she passed Kelsey Plum in scoring in college, but I mean, you know, she had the biggest.
Think she did the 3-pointer records, right?
Yeah, I think so. She has like the biggest fan base coming out of college.
Her fan base is lethal, man. If you get a clip where you're talking any type of negative on Caitlin Clark, it's just like the Swifties coming after you, man. They're like piranhas.
Exactly.
They smell blood in the water and they want it.
Exactly, but I mean that's what Caitlin Clark's trying to give her respect to, like, you know, the past.
Oh, she was getting called out for racist fans in the past.
Who, Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, remember people were saying that, like, oh, her fans are always being super racist in the comment section, and like she's seen it so many times where she spoke out about it. I wonder, man, I might be all of the above. She may be tired of all of it, and that she's so much the topic of discussion that she's just like waving the white flag and like, let me be. Like, I'm gonna give respect to my favorite players that I was watching growing up. And
yep.
because like I don't really want to keep like being in the middle of the conversation. Like I just want to play ball, so I can
You can
kind of
tell
see
that.
that too.
You can tell that with her Instagram. If you look at her Instagram, it's way different from Angel Reese. Like Angel Reese is always uploading photos. Like Caitlin
Shout
Clark's
out to Bayou
Instagram.
Barbie.
Caitlin Clark's Instagram is basically like all business based. She basically doesn't post at all. She doesn't even post a relationship. It's just
She knows how people are jerks on the internet. Like you saw like Travis's Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't really think that people should care enough to get in his relationship, but so many clips are going viral that they're having to kind of like address her attitude
Facts.
and the negative clips about her when it's really none of our business. So you know, it's kind of what comes with being an athlete, a superstar. No matter what you're doing in any field, if you become a person that's known, you're gonna get a little certain level of hate and criticism. Like, look, people kill Drake online, but then he's still the #1 stream, artist on Spotify. Over billions of views. But then people if you just listen to the comment section of some random posts, you'll think that like, oh, this dude gets like 5,000 views a year. He's trash. Like everyone universally agrees they hate him. So it's just kind of funny how the internet's like that.
Yeah, it's funny.
Hate is like piranhas.
Yeah.
People love to hate. I mean, hating is fun. Some people deserve to hate. I love to hate a little bit sometimes, all the time.
She
But
people
smell blood in the water and they all want to jump in.
People smell blood in the water. They all want to jump in, and a lot of people saying they plan on a whole race factor, but it doesn't mean it's right. Like they basically going after that Caitlin Clark's basically football player teammate. They say she hated it so much that she left the team and went overseas.
Oh yeah.
It was Dejanay Carrington's girlfriend.
Oh yeah. She didn't want to come back. She was like, "I'll play overseas," because it's like it's annoying being a teammate. Like every question's about her, and like you're just trying to like play your position.
And then it's funny is Caitlin Clark's brother basically after she heard
it's the LeBron effect, like the Luka effect. Some people be like, "Man, like I had a good game. Why am I answering questions about LeBron?" Like, yes, he's great and one of the GOATs, not the GOAT.
It's like Bronny James. Like how his teammates said like they didn't like it in summer league. They didn't like how everything was surrounded around Bronny James. Nobody really got the spotlight.
Sometimes if that spotlight is too bright, the people in the shadows are the ones that try to take you down. Facts. No matter if it's just or unjust, because sometimes I 100% do believe it's just when some people get tear down, but sometimes you can just see that it's just hate for no reason. Just like cooking with Kaya.
Hey, my girl.